Hello everyone! Welcome back to some more... What is this game? Planescape Torment! With me, your host, Tim. I think we just rested. It's been like 2 weeks since I last played the game. And we're gonna quickly look at my spells just to make sure I did rest. Looks like I did. I got my Ice Knives. Lots of Chromatic Orbs. Looks like a Scripture of Steel and an Identify. That means that we've got our spells as well on Dakon. So we should be good to go. Okay, so to start... let's begin talking to Dakon some more. I think he showed us how to use his Unbroken Seal to get the third link. So let's do that. There seems to be a bug. There seems to be a bug here. Let me see what happens. Can I... Alright, we'll be back. Okay, that was creepy. One of my arrow keys was stuck, is what ended up happening. I didn't know you could actually select things using the arrow keys, but apparently you can cycle through everything in here in the inventory using it. That's interesting. Oh, you know what? We never even looked at Dakon's Earth Armor. Never occurred to me we could do that. In any case, let's go ahead and use the Unbroken Circle of Zerthamon here. Let's unlock the third circle, as he's shown us how to do. You slide the plates into the configuration Dakon showed you, and a new ring is revealed. The ring carries the same script as you read before, with the same geometries. You know the symbols, and know you can read them. Alright, let's read the third circle then. Zerthamon labored many turnings for the illithid Arlathi, twice deceased, and his partnership in the cavernous heavens of the false worlds. His duties would have broken the backs of many others, but Zerthamon labored on, suffering torment and exhaustion. It came to pass that the illithid Arlathi, twice deceased, ordered Zerthamon before him in his many-veined Galera. He claimed that Zerthamon had committed slights of abstinence and cowardice against his partnership. The claim had no weight of truth, for Arlathi only wished to know if flames raged within Zerthamon's heart. He wished to know if Zerthamon's heart was one of a slave or of a rebel. Zerthamon surrendered to the illithid punishment rather than reveal his newfound strength. He knew that were he to show the hatred in his heart, it would serve nothing, and it would harm others that felt as he. He chose to endure the punishment, and was placed within the pillars of silence, so that he might suffer for a turning. Lashed upon the pillars, Zerthamon moved his mind to a place where pain could not reach, leaving his body behind. He lasted a turning, and when he was brought before Arlathi, twice deceased, he gave gratitude for his punishment to the illithid, as was custom. In so doing, he proved himself a slave in the illithid eyes, while his heart remained free. By enduring and quenching the fires of his hatred, he allowed Arlathi, twice deceased, to think him weak. When the time of the rising came, Arlathi was the first of the illithid to know death by Zerthamon's hand, and die a third death. Let's examine the circle again. Okay, we'll leave the Unbroken Circle alone. So he suffered torment and torture in order to not reveal what he knew.
What is your will?
There are things I would know, Dakon. I will hear you. I wanted to talk to you about your teachings. I have read the Unbroken Circle of Zerthamon. I want to speak to you more about the way of Zerthamon. What did you come to know? Endure. In enduring, grow strong. The words you speak seem to strike Dakon strangely. As you speak them, his forehead creases, then resettles into its normal passive expression. Your will has brought you the knowing of the third circle of Zerthamon. With this knowing, I impart this to you. He takes the circle, and with a deft motion, he twists one of the links so that one of the plates slides forth. He hands the plate to you. Meditate upon its teachings, and the knowing of it shall give you strength. Very well, I will study the circle. Is there more you can teach me? As you ask the words, you suddenly notice that Dakan isn't looking at you. He is holding the unbroken circle in his hands, studying it. His blade has taken on the same texture as the unbroken circle, and Dakan suddenly seems older, somehow. Dakan? Dakan's black eyes rise from the circle and look at you. Know that I did not believe you would come to know the teachings of the circle. It is a difficult path you will walk in learning the way of Zerthamon. Is your mind focused on this matter? Yes, I wish to learn more. Dakan's fingers feel around the edges of the stone circle, and he twists it clockwise, the links clicking until they have settled into a new configuration. He then reverses the motion, resetting the stone. The next circle of Zerthamon is open to you. Study it, and I will hear your words. Very well, I will read it, then speak with you again. This is pretty neat. That I think we'll do this whenever it's time for us to rest. And we gained Submerge the Will. So
It's in my spell book.
this gives us, I believe, a +1 resistance to everything, and I think it increases our armor class, as well as to everyone else who's nearby to us. Okay, alright, so that's that. Let's head out. Oh, that's right, we still have all this place to explore. Okay, so let's get to exploring. Let's head up this way. Looks like there's a bunch of... Are these thugs? They are. We can talk to them, I guess, and see what they're doing. Looks like they're gambling. The man looks up slowly as you approach. He takes a look at you and sneers in disgust. What in the name of 9 hells ye be? He wrinkles his nose. Half the dusties are missing one of their rotten dogs. Ha! Never have I seen anything so ugly. Except your reflection. The man seems taken aback for a moment, then sneers again, fingering the hilt of his blade. You look due for a bleeding, governor. Draw that blade, and the only man that you'll be killing is yourself. He reaches for his weapon. We'll see, governor, we'll see. I warned you.
What's up?
It'd be fighting time.
In enduring, grow strong.
Nice hit on my part.
Good as
I
done.
hear your words.
Did you see that?
I did, Mort. That was fantastic.
The Karak sings true.
Let's taunt him.
Flies wouldn't even rest on your carcass.
Oh, he's immune
I
to
will
that.
hear you. Done. Balance. Your will be done.
Alright, well, that's what he gets. For insulting me. Yep, gonna kill him. Hey, you all witnessed it. He drew his blade first. I was defending myself.
Good as done.
It always seems so wrong. Always seems so wrong. Actually, let's check how we're doing. What's my alignment? Neutral good. Neutral good characters believe in the balance between law and chaos, but they lean towards performing good actions. So it looks like I don't have a problem with whatever I need to do, as long as the right decision gets done. Kuyu Yin. You see a drab man with a perfectly moon-shaped face. He looks at you without expression and does not speak. He looks as though his voice would be as flat as a meadow. Greetings. I was hoping you could answer a few questions for me. What do you wish to know? Tell me of this place. I know nothing of it. I do not know this place. I have no name. I have no number. I have no memory of this place. I am cold. I am scared. This is strange to be so naked. I fear I will die. What do you mean? I once lived in the land of metal machines and doors that opened at a word. I dream of the pristine metal cities and the empty shells that are our people. I had a number, and a name there, and now I have neither. Like all my kind, they are all I have. They are all I have had of my own all my life. They were stolen from me. Without them I am nothing. I request your aid. Who has your name and number?
Updated my journal.
The one who used to be Radine. She stole them from me. I offered her the shelter of my name and number, and she stole them from me. They are mine lawfully and by right. Find her. She is in this village. I'll see what I can do. Would you answer some questions for me first? What do you wish to know? Tell me of yourself. And we've already seen this before. I'll try. Farewell. I guess he's... Is he from a Prime? It sounds like he might be an android or something of the sort. Alright, we'll have to keep our eyes open for Radine. This wrecked cart has seen better days. Cheryl.
All right.
You see a pretty young woman in tattered clothes. She is pacing back and forth with a worried expression on her face. She does not notice your approach. Hello? She jumps at your greeting and spins to face you. You notice her eyes travel along your many scars and her worried look deepens. Hello, Cutter. Can I help you with something? No, but you seem upset. Is something wrong? She seems reluctant to talk to you at first, and then begins to speak in earnest. My father, Arkin, he's missing, and I don't know what to do. I'm at my wit's end. Tell me what happened, maybe I can help. Southeast of here is a place called the Weeping Stone Catacombs. A lot of collectors, like my father, go there and... She looks embarrassed. Well, they loot the dead for treasure. On one of his excursions there, my father found some record or something that spoke of crypts that could only be entered through portals. She pauses. Go on. My father thought that those crypts must be for special people, the rich or nobles or who knows. Why else would they make them accessible only through portals? In any case, the crypts are also a trap for would-be crypt thieves. In what way? They can only be reached by a portal, so the only way out is by a portal. Even if someone found the key to open the entry portal, they'd be trapped there if they didn't have the key for the exit portal. She pauses for effect. Yeah, that's what happened to us when we were in Raptor Square. Did your father find the keys? He might have. He said he was going to see a witch here in town named Lotaeri. He wanted to ask her if she could divine what the entry and exit keys were for one of the portals. Is it possible to do that? I don't know. It's not really my concern. My fear is that this Lotaeri did divine the entry key, and then she told him the wrong exit key. She could take his money and never worry about him coming back for a refund. She could sit back, wait for him to die, and then investigate the crypt herself. Wow, she's really paranoid about this. Have you talked to her about this? She gives you an embarrassed look and turns away. Well, yes. I'm afraid I wasn't too tactful in my broaching of the subject, and I angered her. She would no longer speak to me. She gives you a hopeful look. Will you seek her out and speak to her for me? Yes, I'll help you. Just tell me where I can find her.
Updated my journal.
She's visibly relaxed and smiles. Thank you so much. I can't begin to tell you what this means to me. The witch Lotaeri can be found wandering about the town. She has no permanent residence that I know of. Please find her and ask her about my father. Very well. Farewell.
I'm gone.
Before we go, we're just going to peek around your house really quick to see if there's any question marks I can look at. That's a very pretty
Done.
picture. Okay, so let's go. I think we saw her down here, but we're gonna keep wandering around this way. Oh, the thieves are back. Okay, so they just respawn. They're not a special group, I suppose. So I guess if we really want to fight them, we can fight them over and over and over again. Oh, hello. What's this?
Sure, why not?
A poor quality stiletto. I can stay there then. Quint. Oh, this is one of the gentlemen that was... that has... Magdra? Searching through the corpses for things, so he's probably a shopkeeper. You see a short, fat-faced man who is covered in filth and grime. He smells bad, and his teeth are rotten. He wheezes as he looks you up and down and says, "I'm Quint. You new?" "Yes." He looks at you suspiciously. "You sellin' or trading, eh?" "Yes." He narrows his eyes even further. "Dealin', eh? With me? Or everybody, Burke? Which, huh?" "With you." "Just me?" "Me, huh?" "Yeah. Just with you." "That's so, huh? Let's deal, huh?" "What do you usually trade for?" "Stitch thread, teeth, parts here and there from the dearly departed, huh? Lots of corpse fishing to be done in the catacombs below. Bring back a few pieces from the debtors, urns, some jink, some little knickknacks. That's my deal, Burke. Them living there. They go down there. Those collectors get some stuff, get some bodies, bring 'em back to Farage, show him, takes his cut, then he deals with me." "I want to trade with you." "Is that so, huh? Let's deal. Anything you're interested in?" "Anything interesting, huh?" He smiles. "You were looking for something? Let's see what you've got." Interesting way of conversing with him. Oh my goodness. Looks like he might not have decided to sell stuff to me. So what does he have? An iron spike. It's a weapon. So, that's actually garbage. A steak knife. This is a common steak knife. You're sure if this dagger could talk, it would have many long-winded stories about cooking and carving large haunches of meat. I love the descriptions on items. A normal knife, a stiletto, iron knuckles, a battle axe, wooden club. Basically, it looks like a bunch of low-quality equipment. Oh, he's selling charms. He's got a knot charm, a charcoal charm, corpse fly charms. I really do like those. He has dirty rat charms already, so selling him them won't be too profitable for me. Blood clots. I would probably like to buy a few of them. Let's buy 2 of them. And then he has no copper earrings for sale, huh? Oh, wow, he's got an angleless eye. Let's take a look at this really quick. Special, +1 to armor class versus missile attacks. -1 to armor class versus crushing. 10% detect traps skill points. +1 to Thaco. At first glance, this glass eye seems a poor replacement for a real one. However, when it's inserted into an empty eye socket facing inwards, its power awakens. Although the eye dulls the wearer to colors and sights, it increases his awareness of angles and shapes, giving the wearer greater accuracy with weapons, and giving him a greater chance of dodging incoming missile attacks. Furthermore, mechanical traps stand out to the wearer's vision, making it easier to spot and disarm them. The user becomes more vulnerable to crushing attacks. However, some of the fragility of the glass eye seems to be transferred to the wearer. I can't see my own inventory, which is a shame, because I would like to know... I can't remember if we got one already from Magda. I know she had an eye, so I think it was just a normal one, a glass eye. Alright, anyway, let's sell our copper earrings for a lot of cash. And that's all we'll sell on him. We'll sell the silver earring. Dakan can sell our bronze... Actually, we'll sell all these bronze rings. We have 640 of them. I'm going to leave really quick to check my inventory. I don't think I'm wearing one of those eyes. I am not. I picked up 2 more blood charms. Let's give these to Mort. Okay, so I do want that eye. Let's trade. Okay, so I want that eye. And I wouldn't mind having a few other blood charms. Okay, that's about good. We made a small profit there. So we can just equip this, and now we have our old eye. Which I have no idea what we do with it. This is your eye. It looks like it's seen better days. I love the pun. Absolutely love the pun. I think we'll give this to Dakan. He's got 3 of these already. I forget how I split items. There we go. So we'll give him 1 more. And these 2 can go to Mort. You also had that sensor. What was that? Let's trade. Okay, so he has what was that? I missed it. Where is it? Divine Sensor. When lit, this sensor has the power to entice the soul back to the body of the recently departed. Unfortunately, there is only a limited amount of incense left in it. Well, we can do that just naturally, based upon who we are. So,
Done.
we don't need one of those. Oh, let's talk to him a little bit more while we're here. We didn't really explore all the conversation topics, assuming we don't insult him. Can you tell me about some of the other people here? Like who? Farad. Old Scuttercrutch, huh? He set up this place. You lord of the lane. He set me up. We deal, huh? Can I ask you something else? Quint looks you over. What you want, huh? Tell me about this place. This. The village. The Dabbas paved it over one day, long ago. Forget about it. Collectors dig it out while we looking for Jink in Rag Mountains. Me? I stumble across while dealing with the collectors. He wiggles his eyebrows. Good place to make some Jink, huh? Dead's good for business. One more question for you. What are you doing? Waiting for Marta and Farrell to give me the goods. The goods? The leftovers from the grave digging in the catacombs. What leftovers? Teeth, corpse thread, bits to dig out of the body. Some coin they find in the bandages. Heh. Folks pay more than you think, eh? I see. Farewell, then. Alright, nice. So there's a shopkeeper here. We've already sold most of our stuff to him, though. But if we find more of those bronze bracelets, we can sell them to him. Quint's shop. Ojo the Leatherhead's home. Okay, so there's a shop there I missed. Entrance to Farad's court. We finally found him. Okay.
I'm gone.
So let's see if we need permission to enter here. The guard narrows his eyes and looks your way as you approach, but says nothing. What's through that archway? Farad and his court cutter. Mind yourself in there. Watch your tongue. He's in as foul a mood as ever. Thanks. Farewell.
Done.
Alright, let's pay our respects. We came all the way to find this guy, finally. It took us 5 in-game days to find him. This place is huge. What was this place? These are like barrel vault columns. Must have been a cathedral? Must have been a cathedral. There he is. Oh, look at this. Look at his throne. It's like a giant hand. Before you is an elderly man leaning heavily upon a crutch. His left leg is twisted, as if he tried to walk in 2 directions at once and paid the price. His maggoty-colored skin is bunched heavily upon his skull and is flecked with liver spots. He is mumbling and smacking his lips as his eyes make a circuit of the room. Greetings.
Updated my journal.
Aha! The man's eyes light up as he hears your voice. 'Tisn't my steady crop of Jink come to Farad's waiting arms again. Greetings, corpse. He smiles a wicked grin. Have you come to ask Farad for another jaunt into the mortuary walls? Yes, Farad, I returned. Are the arrangements all in order? Sound as stone they are. My collector's done as you asked. To the word. He leans heavily against the crutch, causing it to creak dangerously. Not so much luck to be had with the bauble, however. Did you perchance know where it is below? Would be such a help, it would. Oh, shame. I can't continue to pretend I have my memory. Indulge me, Farad. What did I ask your collectors to do again? Farad raps his crutch against the flagstones, and he rocks back and forth on his heels. Just what you said, licks his lips. Be sure to keep you safe if they find you. Make sure you get shipped to the mortuary, all that rot. He looks at you, almost worried. Why? Someone turned stag on my word. Dump you somewhere you're not meaning to be. No, but answer me this. How was I to get out of the mortuary once I was left there? Farad chuckles softly, then scratches himself. Corpse. You said nothing about getting you out of that hole. You were so pig-eared to get in. It seemed to me you made arrangements for giving the Dusties a laugh once we slipped you in. Hope we were square on that score. Well, what was that bauble you mentioned? The sphere, Corpse. The sphere? Have you... Farad's voice is desperate, pleading like a beggar. Then he stops and composes himself. No matter. I'll find it, no matter. What were we saying before about a jaunt to the mortuary? Ah, yes. Farad nods. The mortuary, dusties and all. His voice drops and his fingers twitch nervously on his crutch. Are we square, Corpse? Something the matter? Never mind, Farad. I must take my leave. Okay, well, now, wow. Well, we didn't learn anything, really, other than we really were hell-bent on getting into the mortuary. And, of course, the first thing I do is just leave it. Alright, so we'll say greetings again, and then we have to go and talk about something else. So, once again, he's saying if you come to another jaunt in the mortuary walls, actually, Farad, I'm here to ask you some questions that only you can answer. He studies you, mumbling slightly as his eyes flicker up and down your frame. Since the murmur's fair, Corpse. No time for games, no time for Farad to play the wheel. Who are you? What are you asking such questions for? I need answers, Farad. I was told you could provide them. Eh? Farad licks his lips. They make a rasping sound like dry parchment on sand. Now who told you such a thing, Corpse? Who needed to tell me such a thing? Are you not Farad? Ah, so little said, so much told. Farad falls silent, and suddenly you have a feeling that Farad is dissecting you, like a corpse on a mortuary slab. I know much you would know. Much, yes, much indeed. Farad smiles slowly, the folds of his flesh on his face peeling back like a curtain. What do you know of me? Farad licks his lips, then settles himself upon his crutch like a vulture. No, no. Not free, the question you ask. His pasty white hand tapped the edge of his crutch. Much I can tell you, but the telling has a cost. Go on, Farad. Farad taps the flagstones with his crutch and sneers. This village is not all that lies buried beneath Ragpicker Square. Yes, chambers, vaults, corridors, filled with the dead, all asleep in their coffins. Somewhere in those halls, somewhere there, lies something's placed. Something mine. What is it? A small thing. A trinket. Such a trifle. As Farad speaks, his words start echoing, as if two people were talking. You know you've heard them before. From your own lips. It's a sphere. Made of bronze. Ugly. Feels like an egg to the touch, and it smells of rotten custard. Am I right? Farad falls deathly silent for a moment, then nods. Yes. How much do you hide from me, Corpse? Did you return? To see if I remember what it was I want. Why don't you get one of your collectors to go search for it? Now, he already probably has done that. We already know that it was us who told him it's down here. It's probably why he's down here picking this place apart. It's probably some sort of powerful artifact. Because the corridors need no more dead from this village. Strong, fast, clever. These are qualities my villagers do not have. They go below, they do not return. Farad glances at you. Or perhaps the dead will welcome their own, That is what I think, corpse. Very well. I'll do it. But I want to know what I'm buying with this trinket. Oh, there's a lot of knowing rattling around my brain box, corpse. He holds up a withered finger. One of them is this bit of wisdom. Everyone wants something, whether they know it or not. There is much I know about you. Much that you would want to know. We can threaten him, but that's no good. I don't need to threaten him. I won't get the information out that way. He's old, probably doesn't care very much about dying. We'll go along with it. Very well. I will see about finding this sphere for you. In exchange for what you know. Very well. A deal is struck. A deal is made. Farad cracks his crutch sharply against the flagstones. A sphere! For a peek inside my brain box. Now, corpse, there is no time to waste. Go to the gate at the south and east and tell those slumbering fools to open it for you. Make haste, make haste. Hold on a moment. I had some other questions for you before I leave.
Updated my journal.
Then ask. Farad smacks his crutch in the cobbles as if passing sentence. Come, 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 corpse. Time's short, and so is my patience. I heard you have found a wealth of bodies, Farad. Where do they come from? Does the mage tell the secrets of his craft? So it is with the collector. Farad frowned, studying you. Perhaps I will tell you. But you must promise that it is for your ears only. Are you comparing yourself to a mage, Farad? I think you're insulting the craft. Farad flushes and he taps his crutch against the ground. Collecting's as much a skill as any peddling mageling could hold a copper to. Farad. Finding a bunch of dead bodies and selling them can hardly compare to the study of magic. Was it not skill that found this place? Farad's voice rises to a bellow and his fingers tighten around his crutch. It took sense to find this place, it did. And it took sense to make the most of it. The buried village? Come on, what's the secret of that?
Updated my journal.
Very well. This village is not all that lies beneath Ragpicker's Square. Go on. Chambers, vaults, corridors. Farad gives the faintest of smiles, and his eyes gleam like gold. Places black as pitch, filled with weeping stones and the precious dead, all asleep in their coffins. Sleeping? Where do these dead come from? Farad fixes you with a lopsided stare. Corpse, corpse, everything dies. Life is so short. But death lasts for so very, very long. Many people, many deaths. His stare travels past you. Such a waste for their deaths to be useless in the Dusty's arms, huh? Oh, what do you mean?
Updated my journal.
Farad smiles greedily. Not all the dead that goes into the mortuary gate is fed to the furnace, corpse. Dusty's buries some of the dead in the city's bowels, under the village. So near, so close is such a place. I would have been a fool not to see opportunities. So you rob the catacombs of the dead, the dustmen placed there, sell them back to the dustmen, and they bury them again. Farad nods, then chuckles slightly. These catacombs are as deep as a Dusty's pockets. Very clever, Farad. Very clever. I had another question. So, what is this place? Farad's eyes rolls in his socket, scanning across the ceiling, walls, and then the floor. This here's Illwind Court. Not a name of my choosing, thank you kindly. And the kip outside this court is the buried village, corpse. What is the buried village? Well, now, there's a story. But to tell true, the story bores me. The short of it? It's a piece of the hive that got bricked over one day. A piece of sigil. Got penned in the dead book. What do you mean? You know them floating goat heads that serve the lady, them dabbuses? Well, no matter if you do or not, they'll go around fixing, breaking, burying, building all the same. You follow? Yeah, go on. Well, as the chant goes, in a Dusty chant it is too, to be told. Them dabbuses just damn well bricked over a section of the hive one day, and all bodies just forgot about it. Dump a lot of trash on it, and soon, Nobody even knows it's there. Farad smiles. Wicked, no? A piece of sigil all forgotten. How did you find it? I still have my eyes, Corpse. I still have my ears. And when you have enough sense to tie the two together, then finding the dark of any matter is not as hard as some make it out to be. Thad rubs his filthy cloak. Now, was there something else you wanted to pick my brain box about? You come around just to hear about this rag hole, did you? Oh, I'm going to have to see who that is. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. That was my friend Chris. He is on his way over, so we'll have to call this one short. Sorry about the interruption. Not very professional of me, but let's keep going. So, that's all I wish to know, Farad. Thank you. Oh, you know what? We could actually talk to him about what we learned from Weakwind. I have a hunch we'll be back to talk to him again, though. Yes, I have a good hunch we will be. So we will return later to do that. Right now I'm just going to explore the rest of his
Alright.
huge place here. Just get it all on the map. Okay,
Alright.
let's get out of here. I didn't realize that eye, the Angler's Eye, gives you a bonus to find traps. That is actually going to be really helpful to us, because I remember all sorts of traps being in the ruins we're about to enter down below. So I have like about another 20 minutes. Let's go ahead and explore a little more of the town. Actually, let's save the game really quick.
Done.
A collector?
Alright.
This sour-faced middle man starts when you approach him and reaches for his belt. Finding no weapon there, he simply backs away from you. You can see that beneath his collector's robes, his lower legs and forearms are swathed in filth-encrusted bandages. What you want? Just answers to some questions. He nods, but says nothing. Well, who are you? Name's so it is. As if that mattered down here. Alright, can I ask you something else? He nods. You're covered in bandages. What happened to you? Well, I got bit up by a ghoul down below. I was looking for stuff to sell off. Down below? Nods his head. Down in the catacombs, where all the debtors is. Say, you going down there anytime? Perhaps. Why? Because I just lost my lucky knife. He grunts angrily, stomping his feet. He's been with me for years, right here. Points to the empty sheath on his belt. What happened to it? I was poking about in the catacombs below and ran smack into a ghoul. Must have been a straggler, because there's usually more than one. He bit at my face, so I covered up with my arms and stabbed it right in the eyes. It dropped a bit. It dropped and bit at my leg for a while before I shaked the piker off and made it back up here. Quite a story. I'll bring you back your knife if I see it down there.
Updated my journal.
Would ya? I'd be grateful, so I would. It's got me name carved into the handle. I'll be glad to help. Farewell. I'm not going to charge him. It sounds like he has had it for years. It's sentimental to him. I wouldn't mind him having it back.
Alright. I'm gone.
I'm a villager in another house. Who's this person? This man is draped in filthy, tattered brown robes, a long hood concealing most of his face. Greetings! His eyes narrow beneath his hood and he takes a step back. What do you want? What are you doing? I like to mind my own business, Cutter, and I ask you to do the same. What is this place? Farad's village, Cutter. He points up at the ceiling, bricks and garbage high above you in the sticking darkness. The buried village. Can I ask you some questions? Never mind. Farewell.
Alright.
Oh, hello, sir. You see a ragged man clad in patchwork clothes. He reeks of smoke and trash and has a yellowish cast in his eyes. He looks askew at you. What do you want from me, Cutter? I'll just answer some questions. Make it fast, Cutter. I got mouths to feed. What are you doing? Trying to make a living. Oh, this again. Alright, for now. Okay, so he doesn't have anything new. I'm not gonna rob his house. I think it's his house, and I don't feel like robbing people. We only rob the people who aren't home. We're not gonna rob people who are home. Our buried villager, more thugs. Oh, we have a box we can check back there.
I'm gone.
You see a haggard woman, her care-lined face showing every scar the years have left upon her. Her eyes are knowing and tired, and she sniffles as she speaks. What is it you're wanted from me? Oh, just answer some questions if you don't mind. Go on. What did you want to know? Oh, who are you? Who am I? She laughs bitterly. I might as well ask for a grain of sand's name, Cutter, because that's about as important as I am. Oh, that's an uplifting viewpoint. Guy had some questions. What are you doing? What am I doing? Why, just trying to eke out a hard scrabble of life under Ragpicker's Square and steering clear of those who put me here in the first place. That's what I'm doing. Farewell, then. Wow. Poor girl. There's another... Oh, there's another house down there, but we've just been attacked. Mort's gonna run up there.
It is I. I shall
We'll have Dakon attack him.
I'm
I'll
gone.
attack the front. Mort will taunt this one.
Blathering idiot. Okay.
Die.
Got one dead already. Let's taunt this one.
What a perfectly good waste of arms and legs. What's up, Chief?
These are definitely stronger than the ones up top. They still go down just as easily.
Endure.
Actually, that wouldn't make any
Chief.
sense.
In
We're not
enduring, grow
Sure, why
strong.
we're not having any more difficulty with these ones, I would say, than the ones up top. They don't go down just as easily. That would make them just as easy as the ones on. We're fighting all this time.
I'm gone.
Oh, you know what?
All right.
I'm gonna... Oh, I'm a mage. I'm not a thief. I'm a mage, not a thief. That's right. Okay. So we can't search for traps. Wow! Silver earring and a tarnished bracelet. This tarnished silver bracelet has a number of dents and scratches on it. It doesn't look old, but looks as if it's seen a lot of use. Despite its appearance, it might be worth a few coins to a local merchant. Let's go back and check the other box that was back here.
Sure, why not? Okay. Good as done. Sure, why not?
A bone charm. Another one. That'll come in handy. Later on, I think we'll be
gone.
fighting a lot of blunt weapon
I'm gone.
using things. So this
Yeah.
is Ulthera. You see an overweight, older woman wearing tattered clothes. She seems to be wandering the streets aimlessly, cackling to herself. When she notices your approach, she gives you a toothless smile. Come to see Ulthera, have ye? What can she do for ye? Greetings. Aye, greetings to ye. She examines you casually, and her smile broadens. Rarely does one such as ye come to visit Ulthera. What you be needin'? I have some questions. Ask. Ask then. What can you tell me about this place? She glances about and smiles. Ah, this be Farad's realm. The buried village, it be called. Sigil lies above, the catacombs below. Nothing more does Ulthera know. Well, tell me about the catacombs. She looks worried. Crypts of the dead they be, weeping stone they be called. The dead rest uneasy there, walk the halls they do. Care ye should take if ye go there, she points vaguely. South and east. There ye need to go if ye be seeking the weeping stone. I had some other questions. What are you doing here? What does Ulthera do? She frowns and her face becomes a mask of wrinkles. She divines things lost. Folks come to her and ask her questions. She finds the things they ask her about. I've lost my memories. Can you find them for me? She frowns at you for a moment and then holds out her withered hand. Ye hand? Give it to Lotaeri. Okay. You reach out and take Lotaeri's hand. For a moment, nothing happens. Suddenly, you feel another presence in your mind, probing into your deepest thoughts. The sensation is strange and somehow frightening. Instinctively, you fight back, trying to push the intruder from your being. You hear a gasp from Lotaeri as she releases your hand. Whoa, well? Aye, a strange one ye be. She shakes her head sadly. Lotaeri doesn't know. Ye memories feel more hidden than lost. Or mayhaps possessed by another. A great gulf Lotaeri senses. She sighs. Lotaeri cannot help ye. You're beyond her simple means. I don't understand what you were just talking about. What do you mean? She snorts and shakes her head. Lotaeri understands less than ye do. Forgive an old woman. Lotaeri can help ye not. Interesting. Possessed by another. I don't understand. I had some more questions. Ask you then. I wanted to ask about Cheryl's father, Arkin. Bah, that wretched Cheryl sent ye. She seems to be making a statement rather than asking a question. She glares at you a moment before continuing. What you want to know about Arkin? Cheryl says he's missing, and she's worried about him. She nods her head slowly. Aye, missing he be. That foolish wench came and asked Lotaeri, no, accused Lotaeri, accused her of wrongdoing. Bah, Lotaeri is insulting. Oh, is insulted. Surely you can forgive a child worried over a missing father. Lotaeri glares at you, but soon her anger fades and she nods her head. Aye, Lotaeri can forgive. Or worry can make one so young forget her manners. How can Lotaeri help ye? Arkin was looking for portal keys. I understand he came to you for help. Aye. Arkin came to Lotaeri and asked her to divine what the keys may be. Lost keys, aye. Lost to time. Lost to man. Find them Lotaeri did. Gave them to Arkin, she did. Arkin has the keys. What are they? Ah. Lotaeri has them. The keys. Simple they are. She begins to cackle and rummage around in her pockets. After a moment, a look of glee crosses her wrinkled features. Here ye be. The key of entry. She hands you a candlestick. And the exit key? What is it? She laughs hysterically for a moment at some unseen joke. The exit key. An empty purse. Ye must leave the tomb with an empty purse. Lotaeri hands you an empty purse. Now all I need is the location of the portal. Do you know where it is? She laughs again and shrugs. Ultha knows not. Lost it is. Arkin knew, not Ultha. Lotaeri gives you a solemn look and lowers her voice. Find she can, aye. But she must bring Lotaeri something. What is it you need? She taps her chin with a bony finger. A tomb ye would find. Sympathetic it must be. Bring Lotaeri a human leg bone. Find the portal, she will. Now go. Very well, Lotaeri. I'll bring you a human leg bone. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Leather purse. This is a common leather pouch used to store coins and other valuables. Hold on to that. A candlestick. Wow, we're collecting quite a bit of things. We should probably drop some of this, or... Actually, so let's pass a few things to other people. Let's pass all the Dirty Rat charms. Oh, actually, I might want to end up using them. The tattoo can go to Mort. The earrings can go to Mort. Though I want them back if I ever do sell them. And we'll hold on to our Lim Lim.
I'm gone.
Oh, and we have this house to go into. We might as well explore all this town. It's been a lot of fun exploring this place. Man, it's been a long, long time.
Done.
Oh, it's empty. These rags look like they've been chewed on. Oh, nope, there's someone here. Ojo, what is this? This small candle is giving off an anemic light.
Good as done.
Your will be done.
This wall looks like it is ready to collapse at any moment. The stones are loose and are riddled with
I'm gone.
holes. You see a burly man with a slack jaw. The spark of intelligence is, in his eyes, little more than a brief flare. Hi, who are you? He blinks at you. Point at him. Who are you? Ojo. Okay, Ojo, I have some questions for you. Ojo just stares. What are you doing? Ojo, talk! He stops abruptly and begins massaging his hand. Let's look at his hand. There's a small inflamed scab on his hand. As you watch, he peels the scab away again. What happened to your hand? Bit. Who bit you? He looks at the wall, then looks back at you. Man in wall. There's a man in the wall. He looks at the wall, and looks back at you. What does the man in the wall say? Tells about crying stone place. Tells stories. I tell stories too. Stories about what? He looks at the wall and falls silent. Alright then, tell me about the man in the wall again. What does the man look like? Small. Red eyes. Hairy. Sounds like a rat. He nods. Tell me more about the man in the wall. Which wall is he in? He points at a wall. There's a small hole in it. Upon closer examination, you see that the hole is ragged, as if it had been chewed out by a rat. This looks like it was chewed by a rat. He nods. Let me ask you another question. Tell me about the catacombs. Not talk, strangers. He looks away from you, rubbing his hand. Alright, tell me about yourself. Something else then? Tell me about the people in the village. Alright, farewell. Okay, so he's not gonna...
I'm gone.
He's not a very talkative fellow. Guess we can't do anything else here. At least not yet. Maybe there's a quest we'll get later on for this place? Alright, so let's make our way to...
I'm gone.
I guess... the catacombs. I'll be
All right.
down in the only section we haven't been in yet. Somebody comes by and finds that Burke lying down. Ah, well, he's a good man. That Gris, good for so many things, especially for more copper for me purse. Like a
Done.
group of thugs are guarding the door.
All right. Locked.
You see a massive human, dressed in a cast-off patchwork clothing and reeking of old ale. He is truly huge. It's obvious he was chosen for this job for his brawn, not his brains. What do you want? What lies below the gate? The Weeping Stone Catacombs. Lots of debtors. Lots of crypts to loot. Why do they call it the Weeping Stone Catacombs? A lot of water drips down from above. Makes it look like the walls are crying. Names follow. Thanks. What do you want this time? What can you tell me about the area beyond? Okay, can you give me any specifics? Not much. I went down there myself only once or twice. Mostly it's others that go trolling for corpses down there. Gris is the one who did most of the looting, and we figure he's been caught by something down there and is penned in the dead book. Gris? Yeah, Gris the Vulture. He and two of his boys went down there a few weeks ago. Not been seen since. If you find his body, bring it back. Oh, bring it on back. He smiles at you like a jackal. We can sell it to the Dusties for some jink. Ha! I had another question. Farad gave me his... Oh, actually, first, who are you? None of your damn business, frankly. Pike off. Well, first, a question for you. What are you doing? What does it look like I'm doing? Washing your underclothes? Get out of here, you stupid Burke. Farad gave me his leave to go down to the catacombs. I need you to open the gate. These things to open the gates. Then get going, Burke. Don't waste our time. Alright, time to step down there. Let's save the game. This grave has been thoroughly desecrated. So is that one. Oh, this one hasn't.
Okay.
Ah, look at the heads on the walls. And the skull. We're here for a femur.
Okay.
This corpse is fairly fresh, within the last couple of weeks or so. Anyway, the large parts of it have been gnawed away by rat teeth. The forehead skin on the corpse looks like someone really brained this poor sod. You nudge it with your toe and it flops around bonelessly. Nothing useful here. This body appears freshly slain. Horrific claw marks scar the flesh, and tiny bites cover the body. This corpse, it lies motionless. No amount of prodding or poking induces it to say or do anything. Guess it's not a zombie then.
All right. All right.
Huh?
That's a lot of cranium rats. Let me try casting a spell.
What? Sure, why not? What's up, Chief? Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gone.
I hear your
What's the
will
word,
be
Chief?
done. I will hear you.
Looks like
What's
I
up?
guessed correctly that one of those rats had been a spellcasting one, but I didn't hit it.
Done.
I need to not pause the game after I cast that spell,
It is I.
so I can cast multiple bolts,
Good as
because I
done.
have not been doing that.
Huh?
Your path is mine.
Mort is carrying our tails. Took some damage as well, 15 points of damage actually. Let's use Blood Charm.
Okay. Sure, why not?
A ghoul!
Sure, why not?
Endure. In enduring, grow strong. In Lamar's name, I hear
What?
your words.
Okay.
Your path is mine.
All right.
I shall serve.
Oh cool, they still drop earrings and what have you. Actually, Mort, you're gonna hold on to all this stuff. I might as well loot these other rat tails. We can sell them for, well, 1 coin each, but we can sell them.
What's up, Chief? Good as done.
I think there might have been at least one more of them. No, okay. Oh, I saw that. There's another ghoul north of us.
I will hear you.
I think we'll cast Submerge the Will. Actually, we should wait till combat starts. 'Cause I want as much time on that as possible.
What's the... Sure, why not?
Antler Axe and some junk.
Okay. Okay, what's up?
You know what? I'm gonna carry around some extra junk. So I can leave it up above near the portal that we took to get in here. These cracked jars might have held something valuable once.
Yeah? Good as done.
Done.
Bal, your path is mine.
Huh?
It is I.
What? Okay. Damn it.
Man, that thing attacks fast and has multiple attacks.
Your path is mine.
Good as done.
He also had 3 copper commons on him. This corpse lies motionless. No amount of prodding or poking induces it to say or do anything, because it's not a zombie. Lots of interactable corpses. And a staircase. This grave has been completely looted.
All right.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
All right.
Oh, that actually, that goes into another zone. To the Wardens of Thought, to the Shattered Crypt, to the Crypt of the Embraced. Alright, let's
I'm gone.
Actually, I've only got a few more minutes. Let's explore one more chamber up here. I don't want to
All
start
right.
What's up,
walking
Chief?
into new places until after I've explored all of this area.
What's the word, Chief?
Your will
I'm
be
gone.
done.
Okay.
More normal corpses.
I'm gone.
A were-rat!
What's up?
That will be tricky.
Good as done.
We need a magic weapon to harm that.
Huh? Sure, why
I
not?
will hear you.
Done.
Bal, your will be done.
Ooh, what? Okay.
Lots of rats down here, and undead. This carved face drips with humidity. It appears to be weeping.
I shall serve.
A were-rat skull. Interesting thing. I wonder if they all... I guess they all leave them. We got another clot charm. That'll be handy. You have 5 of these already. I've got 3. Nameless One will take 1 of them. And was that a rat charm that he picked up as well? Dirty rat charm. Nothing else in this area. Okay, so let's walk
I'm
right here
gone.
and then we'll call the session. We'll explore the rest of the catacombs, I guess, when we come back. Thank you for watching, everyone. Making lots of progress. We finally found Farid. He wants us to find some sort of sphere down here. I don't know where to start looking, but I'm going to try to map out this entire area before I go down into any of these places. So, I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching.